Hey! How's it going, everyone? I know, I'm all alone today. It sucks. Well, I guess since I'm on the topic of being alone, so Christian actually went into urgent care. Um, I don't know what it could be. I don't know if it's been going around or something. I don't know if it's possibly just an allergic reaction or something he had. But turns out that like he had like a bunch of like bumps all over his arms and like near his feet or something. It was really weird. And like his right foot was swollen? I don't know. Like it didn't look like small and all over the place like hives or anything. It didn't look like that at all. I don't know if it was I don't know what it could have been. I mean, the only reason I'm asking or saying about it is because do you guys know anything of what it possibly could be? That could be going around? I don't know. I mean, who knows what it could be. But anyways, so today we're going to be talking about most of the recent news in some games that have been talked or been shown over the weekend. Um, for sure, I think we'll touch on Splatoon 2. We'll also be touching on Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. And the last one, of which is probably the one I'm going to be really enjoy talking about, is going to be Dragon Ball Fighterz. Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Or Fighters, like however the heck you want to pronounce it. Either way. Before we get to that, how have you guys been? It's been a good Tuesday for you guys so far? My Tuesday's been pretty good so far. It's kind of up in the air right now, but so far it's been good. Ate myself a delicious, hefty breakfast. Yeah, so today, so for Splatoon 2, they are actually going to be releasing 2 new maps, and they're going to be releasing 1 new weapon, from what I see here. What they're going to be releasing is, the first one that they're going to be releasing first is a new Salmon Run stage. The new Salmon Run stage is called Lost Outpost. It says it resembles a shanty town that was abandoned due to rising sea levels. They're saying that teamwork on that map is especially vital as the stage features many walls that obstruct your view. There's going to be a free update for it, and the map will be available. Well, the free update for the map will be available on the 23rd of August, so tomorrow, actually. So that'd be really cool. The next stage that they said after that was going to be coming out is a map called Manta Maria. Or Manta Maria. Either way, however you pronounce it. They said it's a large sailboat that's moored at a harbor. The focal point of the stage is its 3 masts the surrounding netting. It'll be added on the map rotation starting Friday evening, and will be available in both Turf Wars and Ranked. So that would be really cool too. They do have a trailer for it, like showing the map of it. You can go check that out on your own time. You can go check on YouTube or something. And the last thing that I said that they were going to be adding on is going to be a new weapon. The new weapon is called the Bubble Blower. So it's a special that allows players to launch up to 3 large bubbles, which will explode when shot with your team's ink. The bubbles also serve a defensive purpose as they can protect you from enemy fire. The Bubble Blower will be coupled with the game's next free DLC weapon, the Force Splatter Shot Pro, which is coming to the game next week on September 1st. So that's still pretty good. A new weapon and 2 new maps to try it out on. I think that'll be a lot of fun, don't you? I still need to get my hands on it. I haven't been able to because, financial issues, bills, car, yada yada. Makes me wish I was back in high school when I had no responsibilities. I could just say, hey, give me this game! And at that time that I used that excuse that it was on GameCube games, and now GameCube games are absurdly expensive now. Now I can't get it back because I traded them in for a Wii. But then I realized after I bought the Wii, oh yeah, you can play your GameCube games. Great. Alright, let's see what else we got. So, in regards to news for Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon, They did show a trailer for it. The trailer was shown actually at the World Championships for Pokemon down in Anaheim. I actually had some friends of mine that actually went down over there for the weekend to go play the TCG, or what TCG stands for is the trading card game, down in Anaheim for Worlds. So that was really cool for them. I could have gone, but I worked. So, but what was cool was that so not only do they do the trading card game championships down there, they also do for the video games as well, like Pokken and the recent Pokemon games Sun and Moon. So what they showed for the trailer was they showed just a little bit of gameplay, not too much. It does look similar to what Sun and Moon did, just a little bit more, I guess, brighter and enhanced per se. They did show that the antagonist that you get, not the protagonist that you get to play through the game as your starting trainer, they did give them a new look for each of them. They don't look the same as the prior one. Maybe a little bit, but not too much. What else did they do? They showed new splash arts for the starters. What else did they show? They showed that Rockruff got a new form. It's called, well, it still evolves into Lycanroc, but it's called its Dusk form. Ooh. Because they have Morning form and Dawn form, and then Dusk form is like, I guess they made one that's in between. But there's only certain Rockruffs that will actually evolve into that specific one. There is going to be an event coming out, or that you'll be able to, on your Pokemon games, that you'll be able to download that specific Rockruff that evolves into the Dusk form Rockruff when Ultra Sun and Moon come out, and you can transfer it there and then be able to evolve it there. Or unless they might do it as soon as the game comes out, who knows. But either way, I think the ability that it came with was Tough Claws. Tough Claws, I believe, increases all your claw attacks, or I forgot, it was either that or just overall physical moves by 30%. I'm trying to think from like a competitive standpoint, because I did used to play Pokemon competitively on the video game. And I know he gets his own exclusive move. I forgot what it was called. What else did they show? Oh yeah, and if you guys did go down to Anaheim, that was a really good time to go catch yourselves Kangaskhan, because Kangaskhan's only available in Australia. But they decided to make it available over at Worlds, so if you guys went down to Anaheim and grabbed it, then tip my hat to you. Because I absolutely could not have went, and I'm really sad that I couldn't get myself one. But oh well. Really can't do anything about that. And also what they showed was, the last thing that they showed on the trailer was that, oh, what the heck was his name? Oh my god, I need to look him up. I can't remember his name. It's like, oh yeah, I think it's Kommo-o. Hang on. Oh, Kommo-o. My bad. It's not Kommo-o. Kommo-o, basically the pseudo dragon of this game's generation. Because in every Pokemon generation, they always made a dragon that they labeled it as a pseudo legendary, because from a competitive standpoint, its overall base stats were basically about almost as strong as the legendary Pokemons in general. Gen 1's was Dragonite, Gen 2's Tyranitar, Gen 3 was Salamence, and so on and so forth. They also, well, in Gen 3 they had two of them, Salamence and Metagross. But anyways, Kommo-o's this current generation's in Sun and Moon, and they actually gave him his own exclusive Z move. Hang on, let me see what it was called. Because I only got to see the trailer once, but I got to see what it did, and it's absolutely insane. Hang on. Let's see here. What is it called here? Oh. Let's see here. Where is it? I don't even think they gave a name. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure it has a name for it, but I'm not having much luck finding its translation for it. But anyway, so they put up a doubles scenario versus having it versus Salamence and Garchomp. And I'm assuming it's going to be Dragon typage and physical, because his physical stat's higher than his special stat. What it does, it actually attacks both enemies together. If it was in a doubles match scenario, attacks both enemies together, and after usage, it increases all of its stats across the board by one stage. So attack, defense, speed, special attack, and special defense all get increased by one stage after using it. Oh my god. That's absolutely nuts. But it's a Z move, and you can only use them one time per match, so that's fair enough, as is, like, or as to why they would give it something like that. And I know they're really trying to push Kommo-o to be competitive, but he's just too slow. But, I mean, maybe that could be its turning point into what would make it actually want to be playable now on people's teams. Okay, so the last thing we're going to be talking about right now is Dragonball Fighterz Z. They just dropped the trailer, I believe, yesterday. Yeah, they dropped it yesterday. It's a trailer that shows 4 new playable characters. It's Piccolo, Krillen. Well, I would technically say 3 because one of them is a dual character in a way. It's Piccolo, Krillen, and the other one is Android 18 paired with 17. So what they did with that is that Android 18 has some moves that are that intertwine with 17 in helping her out and fighting together with each other. And
hi, how's it going?
what was I gonna say?
Ah, okay.
So Krillen and Piccolo, they did show some of their movesets. They showed Piccolo use at least a Hell Zone grenade and a special beam cannon, so that was really cool. Krillen, he used like a multiple destructo disc barrage, so that was really sick. And they still gave him his own that Kamehameha wave that he has. Like, he shoots it at you, it goes up in the air, and then just like splatters all over the place. Honestly, like, as cool as it looks, I never liked it, but I think it might be better in this game, hopefully, because it is absolute trash in Xenoverse. But other than that, then Android 18 and 17. It's generally 18 fighting, but I think there are some inputs that allows 17 to come in and still continue a combo string per se. And she looks really good. And I think they also showed the introduction to tag fights as well. I mean, that was already there initially, my bad. But they showed like I guess new intros for like tag in general, because they did show Krillen and 18 together on a team, and I think they have like their own specific intros, like depending on who they're teamed up with. Oh yeah, there was one more character that they showed on. They put Android 16 on there, and for his special, they showed what was it called? I think it was Health Flash, I believe, for his. So they showed basically like all their supers, and the last thing that they showed was like kind of what the storyline is going to be like. And it looks really interesting because you see like a bunch of copies of everybody. So I don't know how that's going to turn out, but it's Arc Systems, and Arc Systems has always been really promising. So we're going to see how that goes from there. And other than that, I believe that's about it for the... Oh yeah, the last thing that they showed with Fighter Z was the collection pack that it comes with. It's going to come with a steel case for the game itself. It's going to come with the statue and of like a bunch of other like little things that'll come with, like artwork, etc. And it gives you exclusive access to 2 characters when the game opens up. And they actually gave a release date for it. Not an exact date, but they gave at least a month release. It's going to be released in February of 2018. So we still got some ways, but either way, like, at least we finally have word on the date. And then we'll be able to go from there to see how it turns out. And the last thing I'll point out for this is that right now, if you guys bring in your trade-ins, you get 32% more on all your 360, Wii, and PS3 games. So if you have any of these 3 that you absolutely do not need anymore, or if you need, you know, some quick cash and etc., just go ahead and bring on your games over here, and we'll give you 32% more for, again, your 360 games, your Wii games, and your PS3 games. And it's going to last from now all the way until the 28th of August. Thank you, Brad. Anyway, so that's about it for this live. So I want to thank you all for joining in on this live feed, and we will possibly catch you on Thursday. and hopefully Christian will be back by then. Hopefully he'll be feeling up to par again. So, other than that, take care, everyone.